Welcome back to the Futbol Mundial, where me and Michael McCubbin take a look at the stories from around the globe.
Yes, I'm sort of
What was that?
Yes, and on today's show, we've got a South American theme, as we'll be heading to Mexico, Brazil and Peru at the suggestion of some of you guys on Twitter. Let's take it away. First, we head to Brazil at the suggestion of @Capslock, thank you very much. And 1 year on from the terrible Chapecoense plane crash, which killed 19 of their players and 58 other people, the team have gone on to do wonders.
Yes, questions are still being asked over how such a thing could have happened, but on Sunday the team did something quite incredible, qualifying for the Copa Libertadores.
Yes, and it came in the last moments of the match, as in the 95th minute, Tulio de Melo headed in the winner against Coritiba to secure Chape 3 points.
Those vital points took them to 8th place and sent them through to the qualifying round of the tournament, which, to those unfamiliar, is South America's equivalent of the Champions League. And this is just the second time the club have qualified, last year being the first.
And midfielder Alan Rochelle, who survived the crash, didn't feature in the game, but did describe the win as amazing. And I think it's fair to say that the club were pretty chuffed too. Just have a look at these celebrations. Força Chape.
Now, there's lots of footballers who have quit the sport to go into other jobs. We've done a whole top 10 about it, but several have made it into the WWE. Dion Dublin decided he wanted to host Homes Under the Hammer, and ex-Barca keeper Pinto became a music producer. The one manager may have topped them all, Michael.
Yes, he may well have. That's ex-Chelsea boss Andre Villas-Boas, who has quit football management to become a rally driver. Yes, you're hearing that correctly, and has already set his sights on his first race, which could be happening as early as next year.
Yes, the man who is meant to be the next Jose Mourinho has hung up his tactics board at Shanghai SIPG at the age of just 40 years old to follow in the footsteps of his uncle, who took part in the Dakar Rally back in 1982.
The Portuguese manager will spend 15 days rallying, starting in Peru on January the 6th, travelling through Bolivia before finishing in Argentina on January the 20th. He's aiming to compete next year. However, seeing as that's just a month away, we reckon that's a little bit ambitious.
He was originally going to do this all by himself on just a motorbike, but has since changed his mind and is instead going to use a Toyota car with a co-driver. But what a career change this is. Michael, if you could be doing anything else but this, what would it be?
Probably presenting the chase.
No.
We head to Mexico for the next one, and thanks to @Ben the Mexican, yes, that's actually his name, who suggested that we cover the Liga MX as the Apertura finals are coming up.
Yes, the 7th of December is the date you have to set in your diary for the first leg, as Tigres take on Monterrey to see who will be crowned the champions.
Yes, both teams fought hard to get there, with Tigre beating America 4-0 on aggregate and Monterrey winning 5-0 on aggregate, with Rogelio Funes Mori, the twin brother of Everton's Ramiro Funes Mori, scoring a hattie.
Rayados will collide with their Monterrey rivals in a final for the first ever time this Thursday, meaning Clásico Regio will finally take place with the country's biggest prize at stake. Make sure you keep an eye out for this one. To Belgium now, home of waffles, chocolate and beer.
Possibly some other things as well.
Well, let's not talk about that. But something happened in a recent Pro League match which saw fans throwing things onto the pitch.
Ooh, I wonder what they were, because usually this is not a good idea as it can endanger players. However, in a matchup between Charleroi and Oostende, it was all for a good cause.
Yes, as you can see, ultras of the Zebras threw hundreds of teddy bears and soft toys onto the pitch to be collected for children with disabilities.
The game ended in a 1-1 draw, but it was what happened before the game which caught most of the headlines.
This was the second successive season the club have done this, following the tradition set in ice hockey of the teddy bear toss.
Indeed, and the toys will be distributed to underprivileged children in the Belgian city. Nice one. Now, if you're living under a rock, you may have missed another crab, David De Gea, on the weekend performed miracles to earn Man United a victory over Arsenal.
Yes, and the internet went mad. Meme central, with the keeper levelling the most saves in a Premier League match, with a whopping 14.
Ooh, however, one other shot stopper may well be on his way out of the league, as Thibaut Courtois is set to reject a new contract from Chelsea, which matches De Gea's £200,000 a week wages.
Yes, the tall Belgian is wanted by Atletico Madrid and Los Blancos, and it could happen as early as 2019 when his contract runs out. For those of you who don't know, the 25-year-old has a child that still lives in Madrid, and this could play a huge factor in where his future lies.
I can imagine so. Conte supposedly wants him and international teammate Eden Hazard to sign new contracts before the pair go off to the World Cup next year. But what do you guys think? Will both sign? Will Eden sign? Will Thibaut sign? Or will they both leave? Vote in the poll. Bubs next head.
Please stay. And finally, we head over to Brazil, as one legend has decided to hang up his boots and call it quits on the beautiful game.
Yes, and Zé Roberto is that man. The 43-year-old played his final game for Palmeiras in a 2-0 victory over Botafogo.
The left winger slash fullback, who made 84 appearances for the Seleção, has played since he was 20 all the way back in 1994, in a career spanning 23 years.
In that time, he's played for Real Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, Santos and Bayern Munich, winning 21
Whoa.
pieces of silverware. That's a lot, including the Champions League and the Copa Libertadores twice.
The last man standing from a golden era, Zé Roberto will be sorely missed. So that was Futbol Mundial. As usual, guys, let us know what you thought of the stories in the comments below. And if you see any stories in the upcoming week for next week's Mundial, let us know on Twitter. Handles are right here. But Michael, what should these people do next?
Well, if you want to see a bit more of this face, head on over to FCFC, the first non-league vlogs. Very exciting stuff with myself and the nicest man on Football Daily, James Wayne, who's actually behind the camera right now. Here's a little snippet. So make sure to go and check that out. And as always, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.